The Nintendo Switch 2 has just set a dangerous precedent for not only the future of gaming, but entertainment as a whole. My name is Alexis, and let's talk about it while I crack open this Paradox Rift ETB. Nintendo just recently announced the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'd be lying if I didn't say that I thought the announcement was sick. 120Hz refresh rate, 1080p screen, a lot more powerful, and then games like Breath of the Wild and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which previously ran like dog water, now look smooth and really good. New games like the new Donkey Kong game that kind of looks like Mario Odyssey, but that's sick to me. The new Mario Kart game, wheelchair basketball with the newest mouse feature, which honestly deadass looks sick. Like being able to dunk and do 360s, like I thought it looks tight. It's kind of gimmicky, but I think it's cool. And most importantly above all, they announced Enter the Gungeon 2. I don't care what anybody says, that's game of the year when it comes out. And I will die happy after. It is peak. However, with the good comes the bad. That being the price. Now, to me, the price of the Switch for what you get is actually extremely fair. It would have been slightly better if it was $400, but $450 is fine to me. Now, the games on the other hand, $80. $80 for the new Mario Kart. Dog, what is we doing? Now, I know tariffs influence the price of things, but this ain't no cause of tariffs. The cost of entertainment as a whole has been being pushed to its absolute limit. Shit, going to the theater on a date here in Oregon, it's $17 for each movie ticket. I paid over $50 for a theater date. They had me more than fucked up. I don't mind spending money on a nice dinner date or a true experience, like I'll drop $200 easy. But for the theater? Now, getting back to the point, $80 for Mario Kart. $70 for the new Donkey Kong game. You got me more than fucked up. Now, I'm not completely unreasonable when it comes to games and their prices. I mean, I may or may not have spent $70 on Sparking Zero. Now, should I have spent $70 on Sparking Zero is the real debate. But I felt with the amount of effort, detail, and like everything else they put into the franchise that I love growing up my entire life, I spent it. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Now, there would definitely be some people that will argue the same with these games, so I completely understand where they're coming from. But the difference to me is that was a franchise that took 2 decades to come out with a new game in their series, whereas this new Mario gotta have insanely good features for me to drop an arm and a leg to buy. Now, the way you can protest games is by you as a consumer choosing when and where to spend your money. However, the reason to me that this is so dangerous and bad is it's a mainstream Mario launch title game that also comes with the Switch in a bundle, which is value relative to the game costing $80, because in the bundle you get it for the Nintendo Switch 2 and the game for $500. So, relatively speaking, great deal. But this will inherently boost the number of sales of the game and will tell Nintendo that it's great to charge $80 for the game, and it's something they should do moving forward. And, you know, I don't want to predict the future or give Nintendo any ideas, but I can see them doing the exact same thing for the next mainstream Pokemon game. It's just way too set up perfectly for me. Not the Legends DA game that's coming out this year, but the next game, the Generation 10, on Pokemon's 30th anniversary game. That, it should be next year. There's nothing confirmed, but it's the biggest layup in the century ever, having the Gen 10 30th anniversary Pokemon game come out next year. So, it won't matter what they charged, that will sell well. And I can see this right now, this Mario Kart, being the test run for that. Like, I don't know. I don't see them being primal about it and like charging $90. But I like, if they're gonna charge $80 for the new Mario Kart, what's to say they're not gonna do the biggest release almost in their entire company's franchise, like also $80? But who knows? Maybe even like 90. Like, I don't know. This also sets a dangerous precedent for the entertainment industry as a whole, as every single streaming service is also starting to push their prices an egregious amount. Netflix costs $18 a month if you want to watch without ads. and that's not even their premium service. As I stated previously, it costs $17 for a movie ticket where I'm from. And I don't even want to get started on the prices of concerts or sports events. But other companies are currently watching and waiting to see if Nintendo is able to get away with this and if it can set an entire new precedent for the entertainment industry as a whole. Now, I don't want this to be all doom and gloom, because with AAA titles all costing more than some people's child support payments, this could be a golden era of indie games that we can get into. As I stated earlier, Enter the Gungeon 2 will be coming out. I believe not until 2026. It's not a launch title. But the original Enter the Gungeon launched for $15. And as long as this new one launches for under $40, I think it's going to be like a home run. If games like this can succeed, it's great for everyone. To me, lower prices when it comes to video games means more people get to enjoy and experience someone's passion project, and it will truly allow some hidden gems to shine, such as Enter the Gungeon or future indie game titles that are going to come out. So, I would like to ask you, the audience, will you be paying $80 for a Switch 2 game? Personally, I will be buying the Switch 2, but I cannot see myself paying those prices. I'll probably end up buying the bundle, so I guess I'll have Mario Kart and would be able to play and judge whether or not it'd be an $80 game. But I don't think I'll be buying the Donkey Kong game for $70. Even though it looked sick in the trailer, I just cannot see myself doing that. And then also, to kind of again a side tangent, they're also going to be charging $70 again for previous games they are upgrading to Switch 2 editions. So Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, I believe the new Kirby game, as well as I believe Mario Party. And the only one that even seems slightly worth it to me is Mario Party with all the new mini games and stuff. But the other ones, yes, you get features, but you're repaying for a video game. And if you already own it, you're still paying to upgrade it. Even if they tell you it's with the online feature and then it comes with, what you're paying for with the online service. That is I don't even know. That's like them also charging for the tutorial. They're charging for the tutorial of the Nintendo Switch 2 and then putting a price on it. That'd be like if they included it, but still had it as a cost. So it's like, oh yeah, you get it for free. No, at the end of the day, they're technically speaking still charging for an upgrade of an old version of a game that ran like shit. And now that it no longer is running like shit, they're charging you, the consumer, for it. That's fucked. So, I'm not sure how to feel about all this, but yeah, I'm not going to be paying the new retail prices. But I would love to see comments letting me know what you guys think. I like hearing other people's perspectives on these type of things. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And if you're interested in hearing about these types of things in the future, go ahead and scroll down there and click that subscribe button. Alright, y'all have a good day now.